Namaste, Devi or Sajano or
Excuse me,
Behno.
what? Hello, hi. We are on the next episode today. What is Namaste, Devi on Sajno? Well, it's our culture, okay? Namaste.
Yeah.
So, we are on the next episode today. We are going to discuss another set of names for our podcast, and we are also going to bring in a very interesting topic today. Do you want to say what it's called?
No, you say.
The topic is why bottoms hate bottoms. Why do they hate each other? They're going to be very interesting insights and very funny situations we are going to bring in today.
Okay, but first I want to start with what the thing is this doing in between our faces. What is this?
I don't know. I have a very frontline view of this. I don't know what is it. Who put it there?
You. It's
Not
your
me.
face.
Well, I think this is serving as our mic today. There is some what? Why is connected?
Why is it stopping? Anyway, so why is it black? Why not the...
I thought you liked black.
Oh, I do like me some black.
Okay. So,
Anyway,
Sunny,
yes.
what do you think we are going to name our podcast eventually? I have another set of names today. Since you are Sunny and I am Honey, and we can call it the Sunny and Honey podcast. How does that sound?
So cheesy.
Is it?
Yeah, I
Do you wanna say it like Sunny and Honey podcast?
Sunny Bhaiya mile Hari Bhaiya se.
Sunny and Honey.
Okay, fine. Whatever it be called.
Is it a good name? Do you want to keep it Sunny and Honey podcast?
No,
Why not?
it sounds like those chapri bottoms on kind of.
No, we are
What
so,
is this?
we are so cutting
I am
that out.
not
No,
doing
please.
this. I will not talk it out. I don't want to be sound like this podcast.
Sunny,
be
let's
something
not keep the glasses and judgmental labels.
So yeah.
चप्पल तुम देख रहे हो नीचे
नहीं. One fucking outtake is this.
I think Sunny and Honey has a good ring to it. We will discuss and decide and we'll let you know. Moving on to the topic for today. Why bottoms hate bottoms.
Yeah.
Your eyes should be open, okay? अगर बंद हुई ना इस बार. Okay, why do you think bottoms hate bottoms?
Hate is like a very subjective word, I would say. Dislike or maybe
All right.
stop it. No. Dislike may be the correct word. And I would say that it's more to the point that they don't relate to the sexual roles.
Uh-huh.
And hence, they have this animosity towards each other.
Animosity.
Yeah.
Someone just said hate is a very strong collective word. And now graduates to animosity. Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Why do you think they...
Well, I'll tell you because it has been a lot. It has been frequenting a lot in my own personal experiences, especially on Grindr. The days I am looking for a top when I want to bottom, whenever I run into other bottoms, they are always very they completely ignore, or either they end up blocking me.
So do you
And I
have
have
bottoms?
I do.
Okay.
If I am finding someone cute I would like to do, I would reach out to them. And a lot of times they block me
Why?
because
You don't fit into their standard.
I don't know what is their reason, what their
Have you
reasons are.
ever got to a point where you kind of had a discussion or a chat with...
No, but because sometimes I have also blocked at the bottom when I do not want to sleep with.
So the problem lies within you.
It's a personal experience. So I think that is one of the personal experiences where I've seen this happening. And second, I've also seen this happening in a lot of social scenes and gatherings where people who identify as bottoms, I find them more judgmental.
Okay, now
And they are always judging what you're wearing. How do you look? Do you look better than them or not? These two are the proof for me enough to bring this topic on board today.
I
Bring in
have
some
some
insight.
questions to ask. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, the question is, if there's a social scene, you go to a party or a house party, how do you identify that that person is a bot or not?
I mean, I generally interact with people I know from certain setting, and for some or other reason, I've either heard it from friends or I have experienced it firsthand that they're bottoms.
How? How do you identify?
It's not. I'm not even going to the identification
I
audience
am on to the
where I have to
identification.
identify people and decide it for them. I'm talking about people I know in my life that they are bottoms, are more judgmental.
Name one.
I don't do that. No, please.
Name drop.
Not happening.
Me-
You for one, Sunny for one.
Okay, and Hitesh for two. Okay, so I remember there was this setting where we were together, and one of our common friend Yati as well was there. So we were there together, and there was this good-looking guy who approached you first, which I was not aware of, obviously, and then later on he showed his interest into me as well. And I remember very, very vividly that
I do not
you
recall.
no, I do recall. So you got a little pissed and you called me a cock blocker.
Oh, that. Oh, that. Because you were being one that night. Why I'll tell you and everyone else is because while I was talking to him, I think we were in a very common conversation, you, me, and him. You were just standing there and we were talking. And I ended up calling him cute and pretty. And then he did not agree with it. But I was like, it's my opinion how you look that I find you cute and pretty. You butted in and then you, or I don't know if he asked for your opinion, that is how it
He
happened.
did
But
ask.
yeah, and then you, instead of supporting me, you kept doing that thing where you're trying to disprove me and trying to prove me wrong. It's fine, okay. I get it. You might not agree with that assessment. He would not agree with that assessment. It's my opinion. Do not get on to me in a social setting. We are friends, Sunny. Do not ever do that again. I'm telling you again. That is why I called you a cock blocker because you kept coming for me in that evening. It was a party.
No, it was just one time when he asked me specifically that what do you think about him being cute? No.
You
I
went
clearly said that you are
went
handsome.
on and on in trying to
Okay.
convince me of his viewpoint. So that is why.
Because I disagreed with what you called him.
Fine,
Why
not
should I agree with you?
just say that and be done with it. Do not try to convince me
That
that
doesn't
I
mean
am wrong.
that doesn't mean being a cock blocker. Cock blocker is that if he was like taking you home, I would have
No,
some
no, 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 no.
tantrums. No, if you were
I
up with him or I slid into his DMs and say no, don't sleep with it.
no, whatever. I called you cock blocker because there were a lot of other equations happening that night, whatever. I do not have very clear
Okay.
imagery. I must have said it with some data in my mind, but yeah. Okay, do you agree that they hate each other? We agree on this, right?
No, I said that they dislike each other at certain times, but I also believe in like, brotherhood or sisterhood, whatever you
Yeah,
call it.
okay, but why do you think there is, let's put it this way, that they do not support each other very well? Why do you think that is? Why do you think they hate each other?
I think the main reason is the economics of trading, which means
Economics.
yeah, which is the demand versus supply. So there are less of supply of tops versus the demand for tops is quite high. So which makes them like more valuable in terms of
I think
commodity. I would consider tops being a commodity thing only.
Oh.
I don't give a fuck if a guy is into me or not, but I know that a lot of bottoms care about this part and they feel that very strong territorial kind of like attack. They want to do it onto someone, or they feel jealous if our bottom friend is in a relationship.
Oh my god.
And
I don't think we should put all of this out so
no,
brazenly.
we will.
Your
But
views
I
are
feel,
dangerous,
no,
Sunny.
but I feel, listen me out, no. But I feel that if say if I have a friend, I'm gonna be very honest. Okay, I am not in a relationship from last 3 to 4 years, and if certain times, say for example, if I see you quite romantic with someone and all, there's this kind of innate nature which
That
makes
is not bottoms hate bottoms, that is generic human jealousy, or
but
whatever you want
that's
to
what
call
we're
it, whatever you
talking about.
feel. Well, first of all, where you said that the top supply is scarce, I do not agree to that. I think there are a lot of tops, but good tops are not so commonly available. And also, there is this new trend where the actual good tops suddenly become paid on Grinder. What do you think is up with that? So,
Because
hence, okay, in that sense, there is supply which is less and scarce of good tops. So yeah, it's a valid enough reason that yeah, they are all gunning for the same scarce commodity. I will not bring that word in the conversation again. Sorry about that. It's not commodity. Okay, so that is one reason they are they all wanting the same good tops. So hence there is competition. What else? Why else do you think hate each other? Why else do you think there is animosity?
Maybe because of having the desire and need of this competition in terms of every other aspect as well. That could also be related to looks, that could also be related to like anything which other person has. So what I'm trying to say is that, you know, if they have a sisterhood, there is always kind of this banter or like, you know, shredding each other. I have faced it personally, you know it.
Yeah, but that is what we are saying. Ki why do you think?
Yeah,
it
why
is like
is
that?
because this is very innate nature of bottoms. I would
So
say.
you were saying that this is the only option they have.
Yeah, that's what they could do, right? They will
Do
not
you
fall
think
in a
that they
relationship.
can never support each other?
No,
Forget
they
relationship.
can. They can, but they feel deep down there. If you know, say for example, if a breakup happens, so with of your friend, even though you'll try to console that person, but you know deep down somewhere you'll be quite happy that चलो भला चली, चलो अच्छा है ये भी हमारी तरह ही सिंगल है.
Well, speak for yourself.
Every time I speak for myself, darling.
Yeah, so do you also think that this is a very desi issue or it's very universal?
No, it's a global pandemic.
It is, right?
Yes, it is.
And it's also part of the pop culture. It's also shown very palpably and very evidently in the cinema, on the screens, in the TV series.
I don't know about
two
any-
femme gays, they end up always at loggerheads with each other.
I have not seen such series. Yes, it's
Universal
a global
thing.
But I would also say onto a part of it being global, and it's, you know, it's somewhere from the cultural aspect.
Can two bottoms ever date each other and be in a relationship?
Yes.
Do you know any successful bottom couples?
Yes, I was one.
Yeah. I always thought that your boyfriend was ex now was a top.
No,
was is
my
the keyword.
first one was a bottom. Okay, he claims to be a worse top now, but whatever. I don't give.
But at that time you were also topping to certain extent.
Yes, I was, and that's what I want to talk about. Is that when you're in a healthy
So
relationship,
that's
and
not
you're
two bottoms in successful relationship.
No, but because of one reason that I had those desires to be onto the passive side, bottoming. So yeah, two bottoms can be in a relationship. I feel for until or unless they will stop labeling them each other as.
Okay.
Just to
You know
gays
what I
in love.
feel that I feel there is this whole generic pressure from the gay community around the body count, and I think that body count is competition is even more intense when it comes to two bottoms sharing this with each other. All of this is quite generic, though. I mean, I'm very sure not everyone is like that, so we should always bring those disclaimers. This is more of an observed behavior, not true for everyone, but yes, and yeah, I do not think so much that two bottoms can be in a successful relationship.
So it's a yes or a no from your end.
Unless it's an open relationship and they are exploring outside as well or including top partners, because then
Top commodities.
and then because you do need good sex, everyone needs good sex, and if in a relationship that is not available, which is highly likely when two bottoms get together, good sex will always be rare or impossible.
But why is it always that sex has to be a foundation of a relationship? I want to talk about it because
We will
even if-
discuss this in another episode, Sunny.
Okay, fine.
So here is a fun situation. Imagine all the tops have disappeared from the face of earth. What will then bottoms do with each other? Do you think they will be able to love each other like they love tops?
So is it? I have a question. When you said that, you know, if tops disappear, so it's all about their schlong or their dick, right? Because I mean that's the only part we keep tops for, right? Is that about emotional support or is it about the dick?
See, dick is only part of the whole mask energy or
No.
the whole package that a top brings. Is for me anecdotic.
Correcting English.
For me, anecdotally, it is more from the perspective that a top brings the whole mask energy for me, and that I can kind of put in the yin yang with my fem energy in that moment, and that is how it works. Big, long, short, like is irrelevant for this conversation, because at the end, your tops bring in the penetrative sex pleasure for the bottoms, but they also bring their presence, which kind of completes that particular person. The top and the bottom are the yin and yang.
But would you say the same thing about lesbian couples? Because
Yeah.
no, but one thing is there, say for a butch lesbian.
Oh, so are you saying that if tops all disappeared, all bottoms will be lesbians?
Yes.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Why
Okay.
can't they be, right?
I mean,
And that's what the problem is. We should not
answer the
put-
question.
no.
Tops have all disappeared
Yes.
from the face of earth. What will bottoms do now?
They will do nothing. They will still hate each other, and they'll still be into the search that one fine day, or maybe that's another thing. A lot of bottoms would pretend to be tops, which happens a lot.
You are
Even
absolutely forgetting the versatiles from the equation.
there is no such thing called versatile.
What do you mean by that?
You just spoke about yin and yang, so
Yeah.
So yeah, there's nothing in between.
Yeah,
you
so
can't be everything.
in a particular moment,
You can't be
versatile
everything.
can be. You've heard of flip fucks, right? Versatile
I've
flip
heard of a
fuck
lot of
each
things.
other.
I've heard about like
And,
sides. One of our friend is a side, right?
Yeah, they have their own existence. They are also
But
irrelevant.
that side flips a lot.
They do. They might, like, in the moments they want to enjoy sex.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, on Grindr, everyone is out to look for a hookup. So in that moment, if they do not find a hookup, they will not engage anymore. That is a counterpoint to the whole premise that I have brought in. But yeah, I still believe the hate exists. And what can they do if they do not hate each other? Is that the only option? Do you think they can ever support each other like black
Yeah,
people
they
support
do.
each other? Like trans people support each other. I would say very close examples of community supporting each other. Other great examples of this are Gujaratis supporting Gujaratis and Jains supporting Jains, and
Okay.
like
So
community
you
love.
have-
Even if there is not love, at least for the whole social benefits out of this arrangement are huge and vast. A good top is a person who is grounded, at least, who is not entitled, and absolutely realizes the fact, and everyone should make a note here,
Why are you pointing those fingers towards me?
absolutely realizes the fact that both the parties in that scenario are equal. No one is more or less than the other. A lot of toxic tops believe very strongly that bottoms are less than them. Do you not agree with that?
Yeah, so there has to be an emotional support attached to that. Any relationship.
Relationship, yes. Hookups, no. Flings, not really. So on.
I'm not talking from the perspective of being into a romantic relationship. When I'm saying emotionally available, that means that like a regular friend, like
Yeah,
two
okay.
straight
Yeah,
friends
okay,
are regular.
I hear you. Support
If
it.
they back each other, just like in straight people or straight friends, that can happen with the two tops or two bottoms or a top or a bottom. So I just believe.
But tops do not
These-
have like a tribe.
How do you know?
I have never found a tribe as a top. I've found some sort of tribes as a bottom, but yeah.
So my last question to conclude this podcast or this topic is that how do you think then bottoms can support each other?
Well-
just give me 3 bullet points. Keep it very precise and
How can they do it?
yeah, because you yourself don't know how can they support each other.
By being friends with each other, by cheering each other up, and even if you are, let's say, not, finding a top on Grinder, if you found out that you are interacting with just another bottom on Grinder, just say, hey, I'm really sorry, and I think I'm only looking for a top tonight, and I would have loved to be with you. But even if not so elaborate, like at least the decency of saying sorry that we cannot continue like this.
Oh,
This is how, yeah. These are the baby steps, starting steps, and who knows, in the long term, maybe 20 years, 50 years down the line, there will be bottom supporting bottoms groups all over the world popping around.
we will be into the ashes by then.
Well, I think I will live another 80.
What? Okay.
I want to live at least 150.
Oh, I feel.
Feel sorry for yourself.
I do. I do a lot many times.
Well, empathy first of all, hype each other, and no shade. What the fuck is up with that? No
But
shade.
shade is a part of queer culture.
No, do not normalize it.
Well, I would want to, and I will definitely keep
No shade.
shading my co-host. Last time he was
He
talking
can
about
only
the ding dong
try
and succeed.
in his head.
Okay, so press the number 1 if you're a bottom, and do let us know if you have one tip how other bottoms can support each other or how bottoms can support each other. We would love to hear it from you guys, and if there are good tops watching this video, do let us know if you have your top tribe. So this was it. I think that is it what we want to say.
Yes, and bottoms, please love other bottoms and do not hate them, do not block them, and let's live with love and peace. Sayonara.